Hi YouTube. This is my very first video. I've been a member of YouTube for like 2 years, but I've never done a video. Um, it's just that I recently went all natural. I did my big cut, my big chop, sorry, a little over 3 weeks ago. A very funny story. I had actually planned on transitioning for about a year before I actually cut the rest of my relaxed ends off because I like length. And I wanted to keep my length, even though I ended up cutting it anyway, but it was desperate times. I was actually in New Orleans a few weeks ago for a trip with my law school. We were down there helping in the public defender's office. Um, and if anyone's ever been to New Orleans, you know that the humidity is crazy. And if you have humidity and you have two different textures of hair on your head, it's just not a good look. So after being down there for, I think it was the second day I was down there, I was like, you know what, enough is enough. Me and my friend, we walked down to CVS, got some scissors, got some conditioner, and got back to the hotel, and I just went to work. Yeah. But so yeah, I'm recently all natural, and ever since I cut my hair like that, next day I was getting compliments on my hair, and when I was relaxed, my hair was actually pretty, it was really healthy when it was relaxed. I just got bored, but I'll explain that later. Um, so I got compliments every now and then, but literally, since my big chop, every time I step out of my apartment, I get at least one compliment or one question on what do I do in my hair, products I use, things like that. And so I just thought it would be cool to do a video on the products that I use and the regimen that I have, and to do a special thanks to a few of the ladies who helped me in my transitioning, because there was a point in my transition that I did not think I was going to make it, but I'll talk about that later as well. Um, but yeah, a special shout out to, I guess, D Princess. I hope I'm saying these right. I should have wrote them down before I did this, but oops, I forgot. But it's okay. Um, D Princess, Miss Heather Nicole, Curly Chronicles, and Rustic Beauty. I pretty much lived on you guys' channels during my transition just to see different styles, different products, different regimens. So you guys really, really helped me out. So I just want to thank you all, and every lady on YouTube who's put a natural video out. I'm sure I've seen them at least once. So I just thought it would be cool to do a video. So I guess I'll start with uh, when my regimen starts, and that's Friday nights. Because of religious reasons, I don't go out on Friday nights, so I'm always free. So that's why I decided, dedicate that night to my hair. Um, Basically, I start off with a hot oil treatment. I just take some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. Um, Take about 2 tablespoons of that, heat it up, and then put it in this color applicator bottle. You can get these at any beauty supply store. And I just basically, part up, squeeze down, part up, and I'll go squeeze down. I just go all around my hair. I'll get the middle, and then I take whatever's left, and I just, spread it throughout my hair. And then I give myself a little massage. And I try to go for about 2-3 minutes, or whenever my hands start to get tired. Even though typically my hands get tired after about 30 seconds, so I guess that's never mind. You want to do it for about 2 or 3 minutes, maybe 5 if you can handle it, but my hands can't handle that. But anywho, you just want to massage your scalp, get a really good massage in circular motions, and then put a plastic cap on, and I let that sit for 30 minutes, and then I take the cap off and spray my hair with a little water, and then I apply my honey, and it's just regular old honey, get from any store, uh, and I just take my honey and I put the honey throughout my hair. I basically take like a quarter size, I'll put it through the back of my hair, take another quarter size, get the front, split my hair in half, take another maybe dime size of honey, and get one half, focusing on the middle, and then get another dime size. Take the other half, focus on the middle, because the middle of my hair tends to get a lot drier than other parts of my hair. That's why when I do my hot oil, I also focus on, I make sure I get the middle of my head really good. Um, and you want to spray water because honey is a humectant. humectant. I had a speech impediment when I was young, and there are still a lot of words I can't pronounce. But you know what I'm trying to say. It it attaches to water. So you want to make sure your hair is wet before you apply the honey. And then I put the plastic cap back on, and I get a towel, and I put hot water all over the towel and rinse the towel out, and then put the towel on top of my head. So I basically have a warm towel on my head while the honey's soaking in. And I leave that in for 30 minutes, and then I go to my shampoo and conditioner. I do everything in the shower. So when you're rinsing the olive oil and honey out, a word of the wise is to rinse out with cold water. Because I'm in the shower, it can't be, obviously it can't be freezing cold, but it's as cold as I can handle it. And the reason you want to do that is because the hot oil, it's opening your pores, it's opening the cuticles, and letting the moisture in. So when you use the cold water is sealing your pores, it's sealing those cuticles, and it's allowing the moisture to stay in your hair. So you want to make sure you rinse the olive oil and honey out with cold water. And then I go to my shampoo, and right now I'm using Burt's Bees, and I think I'm going to continue using Burt's Bees. Right now I have the very volumizing, and the only reason I have that is because about a week back, my sister, she graduated, she got her master's degree. Um, but she wanted to do something different for her graduation, so she wanted me to color her hair. So I colored her hair, and I noticed that she had Burt's Bees. And at the time, which was like weeks ago, it sounds like it's like years ago, but anyway, I was using the L'Oreal Paris Everpure sulfate-free shampoo and conditioner. The only reason I was using it is because it was an easy shampoo and conditioner to find, and I was tired of like scouring the end of the earth to find a sulfate-free shampoo and conditioner, but it's targeted for women with colored hair. So I just figured, why don't we switch, because you obviously need this kind a lot more than I do. And her hair, she's natural, but her hair is a lot thinner than mine. So she always gets things that, thicken her hair up. So that's why she has the very volumizing. But I will definitely, once I run out of this, I will be using the more moisture, because my hair is thick as all get out. It don't need no extra volume. And it also has a super shiny one as well, but that's the whole reason for my olive oil and honey. So I don't need shine either. I just need moisture. So I'll be getting that once I run out of the very volumizing. So I'll shampoo twice. The second time I let it sit for about a minute and rinse out with lukewarm water. And then I apply the conditioner, which is, the Burt's Bees conditioner. And I comb the conditioner in with a shower comb, and put the plastic cap on. And I just leave that on while I'm taking my shower. So at least it's in there for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, depending on how long I take to shower and clean myself, because I can't linger. I like showers. But yeah, and then I rinse that out with cold water. Um, Not as cold as when I rinsed out the olive oil, but cooler than lukewarm. Um, So yeah, my 10 minutes are about to be up. So I'm going to make another video. So I will see you all in a few. Bye!